an adventure, he'll be able to get you cheap rail tickets.
Oh, I would I?
We's live.
We are live. We Oz.
Oh, we
Yeah,
are
that
live.
was a cheap shot because I wasn't expecting it. I was going to say something really trivial, as in, do we need dice for character generation?
No, you don't.
Okay, thank God. All right, but I need pen and paper.
But when we do start playing, you'll need a fistful of D6s.
I was going to
yeah.
say, I was looking at the book, and it recommended 12 of each.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, if
The
you're getting
manual
12,
does.
if you're getting 12 black dice, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I never thought this bag of D6s would ever become necessary in its totality, but I've got a feeling it might.
I'm fetching a piece of paper and I'll be right back. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
Becky's perusing the shinies.
Yes.
Picking the best ones.
No, I'm picking just D6s in 2 colours, right? So I just got
Yeah.
That's what you need. Normal difficulty will be 3 of the alternate colours.
Oh, brilliant! That's good. In that case, for the good dice, I can use my sort of sparkly gel ones.
I can have
They're
no
my
more than
favourites.
6 and 4 without going to another dice colour.
Serious business. It's an excuse to buy more dice.
I mean, I've got all the same for the black dice, as it were, but then everything else is just an assortment of stuff.
As long as you know which ones they are.
Yeah, exactly.
I came as prepared as I always come, as in I haven't read any of the rules, not because I was too busy or had a decent excuse, it's just I can't be asked.
That's fair enough.
Honest.
There's an honest statement right from the top.
Well, it's just a session 0 tonight, just some character gen. Ease into it and see what you want to do.
Do the character gen, read the rule book, yeah. Okay.
Read the rule book verbatim.
I'm afraid I didn't give it more than a sort of cursory scan for some ideas.
Same here.
I posted my idea up, which I kind of have the idea of doing the gentleman thief thing, doing the whole raffles thing.
Raffles. Yeah,
Are you suggesting then that I've done the most reading out of everybody? This is insane. I never do the most reading.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Just
do.
because
Amongst this group, I take a very big bet on the fact that you probably do.
After masks, you certainly do.
Yes, I was about to
That's
say.
different. It's a campaign. You have to read.
No. I'm currently DMing the Coast of Strahd. I ain't reading shit.
Well, hopefully you shouldn't. It's all pretty straightforward. You shouldn't have to read any sort of detail.
Gold help you. That's all I can say.
Anything you need, I'll fill you in on.
Yeah,
I've heard that's a bugger of a game to run.
So far, so good. We are 5 sessions in. Of course, you need to have a general idea where we are going, but other than that, it's fine.
No, that's nice.
So then, session 0, character gen of Streets of Shadow for Victoriana 3rd edition. So, did you read what was on the Facebook group?
No, Phil, we did not. We just said that. We didn't read shit.
Okay.
No, of course I
basically,
did.
it's just
Even there.
It's just to give you a bit of a taste of the area you're playing in, effectively. So,
maybe paraphrase then.
Yeah. So we'll get back to Victoriana. Right, Victoriana. Okay, so
God, Phil, that's 2 entire paragraphs. The long ones as well.
Reading aids.
And they use big words.
Do they?
Are you mad?
the core book's 300.
There's at least a couple of words with 2 syllables in them.
Yeah, but the core book is 320 pages of black and white. Therefore, I can
Yes.
skip straight past it because that's old news, right?
Well, it's sort of in keeping Victorian era, isn't it? So,
Boom.
I read the front cover because that's in colour.
Also, it has pictures.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Phil.
it's going to be a long campaign.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is just sessions here.
Yeah. Okay, so just a bit of background then, just quickly. So Victoriana is set in 1856 in like an alternate Victorian age. Magic is semi-commonplace. It's slowly dying out as steam power is beginning to conquer the world. But heroes come from all walks of life, hence you take from all three classes. It's a bit of a strange time where the Crimean War has not ended. The Second Opium War has not yet begun. Queen Victoria is on the throne. Albert is not dead yet. Tensions are mounting in the Americas for the Civil War, which will begin in a few years. Britain is the biggest empire in the world. On the fantasy side of things, the Victoriana game takes the Shadowrun sort of approach to meta-humanity. Humans are a subspecies alongside of dwarves, elves, ogres, halflings, beast folk, and that
Don't
sort of
forget
thing.
gnomes.
Gnomes are in it as well. Yes, that is true. And you can even have air cavalry riding on.
Oh yeah. I know they took one.
Wolverine. There's even Wolverine. There's even steam lancers in this as well, so that's quite interesting. Socially and culturally, Britain is a mixed bag. The British have a certain disdain for certain subspecies, but they also have the same sort of reaction to like British Chinese, British Eurasian, Indians, and other assorted foreigners that live in the empire. So typical British attitude to foreigners.
I got 5,000.
However, they're not treated as outsiders in society. They are across all classes, with the elves being in the upper class and like ogres and things being in the lower class. Gnomes, dwarves, and things would be in middle sort of classes. But you know, it's an interesting world where steam is taking over from magic.
All right.
So first thing we need to do is work out what your association is. So how your you know each other, what group you're in, and why you adventure. It's sort of a definition of what your party is, really, the class and the sort of adventures you might even take on. There's a couple of things, couple of groups in the core book. The Cobblestone Club, which is a group of revolutionaries.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like my sort of thing.
I was very interested in that one, to be fair.
That was one of them. The Star Chamber looked interesting as well.
I mean, you can get upper class people in the Cobblestones because you do get activists maybe from the upper classes. If you did play like a Raffles type character, you might know some lower class people because you might want a fence at some point. For instance, Ron.
Well, I was kind of looking at. I mean, yes, he's kind of the Raffles kind, but he's basically. I mean, he's a dilettante. He doesn't need the money. He steals it from nefarious businessmen and others and then gives to the poor. He's more a sort of half Robin Hood.
What,
He's
no hood.
Well, he's that's a line. That's a line from James Spader in The Practice. It was kind of a half Robin Hood thing. I stole from the rich, and then what? Well, I kept it. Hence the half Robin Hood.
I took from the rich and gave to the poor old me.
Yes,
there are poor in this as well. It's Victorian London, so the slums are quite extensive, and the bottom runs of society are really destitute.
Mm-hmm. As for the association, as I said earlier, I didn't read much, but I skipped the association part because I wanted to know what you had in mind as a GM for us to choose an association that might fit with what you had in mind, other than reading and pushing my agenda or whatever that was.
Yeah, so I mean, I think a couple of you sound keen on the Cobblestone Club. Is that something you'll be interested in?
Well, given my idea for my character I've done so far, that might be a little bit difficult, and he might be a bit further on than I was intending for him to be, because he's kind of obsessed with order and meticulous planning and things, and kind of being a cog in a machine and trying to, as Ronnie was saying, like, sleep at night because he thinks that he's got all this responsibility. So, I mean, it's possible that that's his past, because that is what a vocation is. But actually, his eyes have been opened somehow.
All right, if we don't want Cobblestone Club, we can go to the other extreme, be Metropolitan Police and instill fascism across the country instead.
Yes. I was expecting Becky to throw fascists in there. As you said, order. I was looking at Becky's face. Okay, she's doing the fascist bit. She's doing the fascist bit.
But I'm not allowed to be a communist. I'm still going to be extreme.
As I said, the two that kind of jumped out at me was the Cobblestone Club, the Star Chamber. Although, by God, are they ruthless?
Yeah, they're kind of like agents in corporation almost, right? They're like really elites.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've seen the film
for the crown.
I've seen the film from the 70s with Michael Douglas. The Star Chamber.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Which is about it's like judges who work behind the scenes, and if someone slips through the net, then they look at the evidence again and then adjudicate, and if they think that the person is actually guilty, then a hit is put on them.
A similar sort of thing in this, but it's all to guard the Empire. It's done with the best.
Do Star Chamber. I mean, that just is the fascism. Sorry, the enforcers of the fascism / mafia. I mean, royal court.
Wondering about getting Jason's character into that if he's a railway conductor. The Star Chamber is set up by Her Majesty, who employs the Star Chamber and consists of the Prime Minister and select peers, and a handful of unofficial advisors. Basically, it is a secret court that hands out.
As I say, it was really between the Cobblestone Club, which could be quite interesting. I like the idea of the working towards an egalitarian society.
Well, it's communist vigilantes, isn't it? More classes.
And kind of fitted in with my idea for my gentleman thief being more interested in wealth redistribution than just common nicking stuff.
I mean, we can probably use any of these, and any of your characters could be blackmailed into helping, because they need that sort of assistance that your character can actually provide.
True.
Yeah, what I was saying is that I don't think that my character would fit with some prime minister's peers, because I was thinking of doing a beast folk. That's, if I read correctly, might be lower class rather than middle to upper class.
Yeah, probably. If you go for like a ogre, ogres are definitely lower class.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if the blackmail part is in place, I mean, any class, any subspecies might work. So
I mean, the Star Chamber might employ someone like yourself for just a strong man to go in and beat someone up.
no.
But they
I was about
would
to
use
do the alienist.
Oh, oh, nice! I like that idea.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Big buff rhino just charging people. No, I was about to do a otter. With
an otter.
Yes,
Oh,
an
that's
alienist
amazing.
otter.
Alienist, if you're an alienist, then you're going to be middle class, aren't you? The role, that role will be middle class, yeah.
That's very cool. Well, if we do go with the cobblestones, blackmail for my character could totally work because, of course, I'm in a pretty prestigious position. I know a lot about the rails, therefore I've got a lot of knowledge about, all the nooks and crannies under the city and what have you.
They'd have to have something. They'd have to have something on you. You'd have to have made a mistake or something in your past or something. They can hold over you to blackmail you.
Yeah, or
you were responsible for the crash of the 215 from Margate.
Oh well, it might be, but yeah, there could be something horribly wrong that happened, or maybe my character does have a bit of a thing with almost kind of a bit of a vigilante himself, in that he will not stop to adhere to the law as much as possible on his platform. So if he sees somebody trying to jump the barrier, then he will ensure they get arrested and stuff. So that could happen. My other idea was that maybe
definitely a fascist then.
I was going to say he's a communist. He's a communist in most other ways of life, but on the platform, he's an absolute fascist.
Well,
authoritarian.
Well,
you can have communist authoritarians. You can have fascist authoritarians.
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be anything illegal. It just needs to be something that he feels ashamed of.
Maybe he's like people who have jumped the barriers or taken a ride without a ticket. He's maybe murdered someone, beat them up so much they died.
He's not very physical, even for a dwarf.
I thought you were more of a tinkerer, aren't you? Really, yeah. More of a.
I'm a mix.
The problem is, if everyone's rigid on their characters and then we fall into different groups, then we're not going to be able to play. So we've got to start with group first, I think, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So what group?
Well, as I say, I'm torn between the cobblestones or the Star Chamber. Although if it had to be nailed down to one, I would say the cobblestones.
I'm good with either of those.
I'd prefer to play cobblestones as well.
Sure.
Cobblestone it is then.
Cobblestones it is.
I mean, I don't have strong feelings about either, so.
So you get some skills and privileges from this.
All right, just let me get my character sheet. Association cobblestone.
Trying to find the page. Yes. Oh, there it is. 68.
69 is cobblestone on the actual PDF number.
Yeah, cobblestone club.
Okay, so skills you get are athletics, bull, conceal, hide and seek, and perception.
Athletics, bowl. Sorry, conceal. And?
Sorry, what was that?
What was the last skill that we get?
Perception.
Perception, all right.
Okay, so yeah, athletics, bowl.
The privileges you get is pub regular and landlord's mate. So there's the same one. So you're a regular in a pub and you're known by the landlord.
You should be dead soon.
Privileges are page 2.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at that too. Pub regular. For fuck's sake.
Why is it only
landlord's mate?
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, and the asset you have is a bolt hole, so you have somewhere you can hide.
Hide, yeah.
It could be anything. Could be your rooms. It could be a empty abandoned shed or a railway car somewhere on the side here.
Oh, I have a mansion, dear boy. I've got a mansion. I'm sure I can hide a couple of rooms in there for my compatriots.
Okay.
I have a farm.
Okay,
I'll probably have a railway cart or something similar.
The next one is vocations. Now, vocations are on page 71, or 72, sorry. And these are your actual jobs. These are class dependent. So a beggar, for instance, is lower class. And the stars, there's two asterisks after each, after some of the actual jobs, like vocations. That tells you the ones you would expect to find women in, but I'm not concerned about that. Pick anything you want. And these will bestow more skills on your character when you pick the one you want. So Roy is going thief, I believe.
Yes, that'll be upper class as well.
Yes, upper class thief. So you get act.
I've got it here. I'm copying and pasting them onto.
Yeah, because I'm just doing the package thing, aren't you?
Well, it's just something to look at.
The package thing comes a bit later. Actually, this is something slightly.
Yeah.
I just realised you can actually highlight and copy and paste off that 3E. So I've got an open document on. So I'm just going
okay.
Then once I've got things all sorted, then I'll shove them into the character sheet.
So I think probably Jason and Ronnie were the furthest along with this bit, I believe.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm looking for a farmer or equivalent thereof, but I'm not having any luck.
I'm sure
I could go for a businesswoman, because running the farm or owning it. That's about as close as I can find.
So not a landowner type thing. No, I'm sure I saw a landowner last time. There is a poacher.
Let's see what the skills are, see if it seems connected. Not really.
I did think of you though when there's a vocation called prize fighter.
Huh. Because I'm so good in a fight.
Yeah, not seeing anything linked to farming per se. There's woodsman.
No.
It's farmhand, but it's a lower class.
Farmhand.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Page 81 of the PDF.
81. Isn't that childhood rather than vocation?
That's childhood.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still deciding whether I went to public school or whether I had a personal tutor.
Yeah, I'll go from farmhand to business owner.
Okay.
That would make some sense, I think.
Yeah, I think
if you're running the farm, you're more about the business at that point.
That's your path. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
And you already know who I am. Railroad conductor.
So this lists common skills, but not. So where do you put others?
Yeah, so some skills are specialties, so they're more niche. You just put them in the list of specialties. There is a list further on that tells you which attributes are affiliated to them, kind of like with D&D. You've got like wisdom.
I'm going to put myself down as the public schoolboy.
Okay.
So there's skills for that as well, which I will paste on. Way I'm looking at it, it's my having spent all those years with public school boys is what has given me such a disdain for them, because of the way they used to talk about the middle and lower classes and the poor.
I'm sorry, but do not understand the thinking behind empathy being a businessman's skill.
I'm sure empathy just means like the psychology skill in Call of Cthulhu, if I've got that right.
It's
it's
this is
probably...
the era of McGregor X management.
It's not literal empathy. It's
probably being able to read your opposite in a business deal.
Yeah, that's the way I would say.
Yeah. As I said, I'm taking the alienist vocation, and I was thinking of the boarding school as a childhood trait, if that works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, my childhood trait is apprentice industrial, because I really didn't think the boarding school thing worked.
To be honest, the route you want to go, the apprentice, makes more sense.
Well, exactly. I mean, I was saying to you yesterday, it's a little bit weird in that there's quite a lot of vocations that seem to marry it well to the childhood after that, but railroad conductor really doesn't.
If you get a skill for the second time, should I note that?
No, I don't think it makes a difference. You've just got that one skill. You get all these skills at one then, and you'll get a chance to spend some more money, more points on it later.
I don't know if we'll use the build packages or not, so I've just in case we are, I've just noted the build package for Dilettante.
Yeah, we are going to use the build package. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Build package.
I should be reading that.
What build package? I haven't got that far.
It's the breeding.
Yeah, you're not that far yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something that we all get? I'm just trying to remember if I actually...
It comes with your class, I think, doesn't it? It's your breeding.
Well, I might have done.
So that's...
I was hyper-focusing yesterday. I didn't keep track of what I'd done. I just went straight through.
So it's you're going to be middle class, I take it then, Jason.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
your build packages are going to be clerk, engineer, which is the one you want, I think, industrialist.
Oh, right, yeah. Hold on a second.
So this is one you changed from to engineer, didn't you?
Yeah, because it was just crafting, and it again didn't really make sense.
No, so you changed from crafting to engineer, which I think is just as good.
Thank you.
This is where you get your starting cash from as well.
Right. Okay. I think I did.
Pardon me, Phil. As it comes to the build packages that we are talking about, is it for me a problem playing a bespoke with middle class? Since it's, as I read, it's kind of uncommon to see them higher than lower class.
Sorry. Is it two?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say, okay, if you play a bespoke, you are just lower class and you can suck on this. But it says that really depends on the animal that you like to play, because a lion is more respected than a weasel, for example, etc.
I'm not worried if you want to take it as middle class. You just might come up against a little bit of snootiness and snobbery.
Snobbery, all right. I'm already having rocking the mustaches pointing up.
Yeah,
so I'm ready.
Yeah. No, I'm ready for you to take anything you want to play. You've got to want to play the characters.
Mm-hmm. Because I was thinking about the professional build package.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't take this because I didn't read the first little blurb. I thought that these were kind of examples of, if you can't be asked to do all the stuff previously, then just pick one of these. So yes,
no, this is your class basis now.
Yeah. I've done the starting cash, but I didn't do the engineering, so I'll add those.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize we got so much stuff.
Yeah, you do start with quite a lot of stuff, but as I say, everything starts off at one dice, so you're not getting all of these bits and pieces. You're not getting too much.
Of course, yes. But even so,
Oh, I get an addiction.
Ooh.
Amazing.
How's everyone doing? Anyone need any help with anything? You okay?
Do we have to take all the complications, or can we choose? Or
complications. Which one are you looking at? Engineer.
Yeah, because I do have some tinkering knowledge, but I wouldn't consider myself a full-on, mad tinkerer. It's more if I have to. So I can't see him being much of a hoarder, for example, or like, invention. It's more just he normally tells other people to do it, sort of thing.
I think you can probably drop that one. I don't think it's going to come into the story very much, to be honest, hoarder.
Because there were a lot of complications I was reading that I thought really suited him.
You can take complications later on as a choice to get more build points.
Yeah. But I wondered if maybe I could swap a couple of the build package ones if you'd allow that. If not, that's fine. But
no, I'm happy to do that.
So
if you want to leave it to later and actually get points from them, though.
Yeah.
Phil, this was something I mentioned on the in the Facebook group page. It really comes down to a yes or no from you, and I'm okay with either. It just really comes down to how you want to run it. I was rather taken by the idea of playing an Eldrin.
Yeah, it suits up a class.
Because it suits up a class, but it also says they are extremely rare.
Yeah.
So it comes down to, are they so rare you don't want them as a playable character in this, or are you okay with it?
If you want to play Eldrin, you carry on play Eldrin. It would make, if you want to play a raffle sort of character, it would make sense for you to be quite well known, and that would be a reason why you are well known.
Yeah.
Because Raffles was quite a well known character, wouldn't he?
Yes. Yes. He certainly. I mean, certainly his he was quite notorious. Whether people, because I kind of like the idea of almost the Scarlet Pimpernel kind of idea of lazy fop dilettante by day and master thief at night.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Can I be really cheeky?
Go on then.
We're going for this now.
So one of the engineering assets is a laboratory, which again I can't really see him having.
You want more of a workshop?
Well, yes, I could go for a workshop. Or I was thinking, could we maybe take the laboratory and rented house assets and put them together into a fashionable city flat?
A fashionable city flat, yeah, go on.
Thank you. He's really turning into the steampunk version of what's he called, Cyril from Andor, I think. I see him as now.
So Becky, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just putting in my what stats go with each of these skills. So I've done vocation, childhood experience, and build package.
Okay, moving along swiftly, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm writing shit down, but I don't know what this does. So I assume I have to put points in this, but I don't know how much of them.
What the skills?
The skills, yes.
No, you'll get a bit later.
Yeah, you'll get a point.
Oh, later. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just worrying earlier. All right.
Question on the craft skill. When it gave it me, it said blacksmith, carpenter, farming, and I didn't know if that meant pick one or you get all three. Let's sort of deal with that later. Yeah. I just got to the listing of the skills where it says what its base stat is, and it says strength/wits. So I kind of don't know what I'm doing with this skill. So is it like craft farming?
Yeah,
and it's
craft
based
farming,
on what, strength or wits or what?
Well, it's up to you. You can be if you're running the farm, then wits might be better because you'll be getting other people to do the actual labour for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's the reflection, and it's whether you're theorizing or coming up with ideas, or are you actually are you being hands-on with your strength?
I think seeing as you're running the farm, wits makes more sense for you, I think.
Yeah.
I believe I got it in my childhood experience when I would have probably been a labourer, but Daddy made me do it.
When it comes to subspecies, Phil, sorry, I was thinking, as I said, of playing an Hotter folk, if that makes any sense. So I picked the enhanced senses as a feat.
Yeah, that's good.
And I do count as an agile beast folk, don't I?
Yes, you
Other
do.
than regular or etc. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a bit like D&D, where you get any bonuses for your species.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was reading about this, so I was just asking out of, am I doing something wrong?
So Becky, are you going to be human, or are you going for something a bit different?
It's either going to be human or elf, given my sort of place in society, but I don't know where the rules for that are. So I was just looking for it, actually. Yeah.
It's after the bill packages.
Yeah, so it's on page 94.
Thank
Gives you a species abilities table. So it tells you there what classes each species can be, each subspecies can be in.
Okay.
It gives you any special abilities there.
I'll probably go human.
Boring.
Yeah.
Or Eldrin.
Boring.
Oh God, we're gonna have 2 Eldrin. You're gonna be insufferable.
We will be wonderful.
Are you upper class then, babe?
I'm middle class, but I'm jealous of the upper class.
Oh, well, that's going to be quite difficult for an Eldrin.
Why?
Yes.
They can be upper class.
They can be
that's the point.
Upper middle, they can be.
You know what's going through my head at the moment, don't you?
What?
The sketch with John Cleese, Ronnie Barker, and Ronnie Corbett.
Oh, yeah.
I look up to him because he's upper class, and I look down at him because he's lower class. I'm middle class. I get a huge pain in my neck.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
look at my new child.
Adaptability. Humans have an uncanny ability to thrive in a variety of situations. So they begin with being played with 4 bonus attribute points rather than 3.
Oh, sorry. Bonus attribute. Jeez, I'm okay.
So
I'm struggling to fill in the form
94.
as it is.
When you get to fill in your attributes, you get more points.
Right.
Yeah.
When you get to fill your attributes, where the fuck are we on page 95 of the PDF?
Probably best to go to 96 because it gives you it tells you how to modify in the first box.
Okay,
but then
yes.
The second box is even easier in that it just says this is how much you have.
Oh fuck!
With all the adjustments all done for you.
But there's 2 numbers. I don't know what's going on.
One is the modifier, is it? I hope.
No, it's the highest you can be. It's the highest you can be in that attribute.
Right. Okay.
I don't have shit. Fuck. Okay.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
No, I was just reading a lot of 1s, a 0, and a 2.
You got something at
Thank
2.
you.
Yes,
Oh
dexterity.
yeah.
You'll get to spend some more points in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. All right, I was. Oh no.
You must remember
So-
to modify your fortitude depending on your class. If you're lower, you get a +1. If you're upper, you get a
What's the
-1.
time?
Just to backtrack slightly, did everyone else take their species specialties a couple of
Yes.
pages earlier?
I'm trying to do my species now, and I kind of
Did
don't know
did
what
you
I'll
de-
do.
did you decide what you're going to be, Becky?
I'm human. Adaptability and destiny go somewhere. I don't know
Yes.
where yet.
Yeah.
Where do I put it?
You put that in special abilities
I put in drive.
on the first page.
Mhm.
Okay,
Don't know
so
what these
I
mean.
filled out. Okay. So you were saying, Jason, that the second table, beginning attribute scores, takes into account the modifiers on the first table.
That's what I understood it to mean.
Okay.
Although
To make
I did
life
it the
easier.
old-fashioned way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Special.
Okay. The figure
Yeah. Because you basically all your attributes start with 1, I believe, and then you add or subtract anything in the first box, or you can just ignore all of that and go to the beginning attribute scores and be like, okay, this is what I get, and then the brackets are a cap for then when you get to add some more points in a second.
Like it's a maximum you can start with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically you can add 2 to every stat, if I see correctly. Yeah,
You've got-
basically you might add
You can now get
just
up to
a
3
maximum
points.
of but a maximum of 2 from where you start.
Yeah.
Right. Da-da-da-da-dum.
You start with 1 in all your attributes. But for instance, a large line of bear gets +1 strength, no bonus in dexterity, +1 fortitude, -1 presence, -1 wits, and nothing in resolve. A human, for instance, would get none across the board. You start with your base 1, but you get more to spend later on.
What?
Because you're balanced as hell.
Okay, so to modify your fortitude, if you're lower and upper class, okay, I don't give a shit.
No, we don't need to worry about that.
No. You can allocate 3 additional bonus dice amongst your adventurous attributes.
I don't know why it calls it bonus dice, because that's just the points.
Okay, so I'm doing this now.
So my highest attribute's in wits at a 3.
So once you've got your base stats down,
Well, you can find
everybody
GTA
apart from
outside.
Becky gets 3 extra points to spend on their abilities. Becky gets 4.
Done that.
Rocks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did that too.
And I get 7 fate things. And
Has
the
Ronnie-
scripting dice that I haven't figured out where to write that yet.
Has Ronnie done the attributes?
Yeah, I'm just going to do the 3 points now.
Okay. Just making sure because you went a bit quiet.
Okay, so initiative is dexterity plus wits
We
plus
wee bit
perception.
quiet is my default setting. Why is this a shock to people?
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
lack of talking.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean,
Yeah, but I know him. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't being overwhelmed.
oh Jesus Christ, there's a lot of arithmetics going forward.
There is a little bit, yeah.
But, I've got
Oh,
a
that's the
feeling
point.
this.
I've not.
I've got a feeling this might be a case of I'll get so far and then I'll have to do the rest myself.
Oh yeah, that's right. I stopped here because a couple of them were sort of affected by which association you went with, so I can do
Okay.
those now.
Okay,
Yeah.
where are we all up to?
I'm up to derived attributes, page 97.
Yes, same here.
No
But
PM.
again, at initiative, I'm lost because I didn't put my skill points down yet, so I don't know how much of them.
Oh, yeah.
put that down.
I don't know how the skills work. I just know which ones I've got. So we can't do our derived attributes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what happened to me.
And Phil's talking away whilst on mute.
Yeah, you've got to put your skills down now.
Bruh.
Your skill points. So let me see.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
do
get
have
this.
skills
Let's movement speed skills, right?
because we do have skills coming from our association, our childhood, and our
Yeah.
vocation. Is that right?
Yeah.
We do.
Fuck.
The
All
Roxy's
right.
using
Okay,
Roxy's
so
using
let me
April
see.
I have a
Fool's
fuck
Day.
ton of those.
Me too.
Yep.
And I'm really interested in what goticism is.
What?
What is?
What?
Goticism.
Goticism.
Goeticism. Like Goethe.
Goeticism.
Gothicism,
Yes.
as
My
in barbarous
pronunciation-
lack of taste or elegance.
The fuck is if I know?
Or liking gothic shit.
I really hope that was the latter,
Mm.
but I don't think that's the case.
You have
What the fuck?
29 black shirts in your wardrobe. I don't know.
Right, before we get on to doing these skill totals, I'm afraid I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, we'll take a break now.
Oh yeah, me too.
Let's make
Okay.
it
Alright,
Alright.
I'm having a cig.
Crazy.
See you
I'm getting a
inside.
drink.
Right,
Well, look
BRB.
at Roxy's avatar.
Rabbit.
iPod.
Yo.
How do you think it's going so far then? Happy so far with your character?
Yeah. I was saying to you yesterday, I've not had this much inspiration for a character for ages in another system.
Yeah, I quite liked it when I read through it, I must say. There's plenty of options there.
Yeah. I'm going to ask a question.
No, you can't.
Okay. I won't ask that. Fuck you. No, I'm asking anyway. I'm a rebel, damn it. Smash the system.
You're the champagne socialist.
Absolutely. Some of these skills that are listed for my being a thief are not listed in on the character sheet.
Becky already asked about this.
Sorry, I was.
They go into special abilities.
They go into specialties. Okay.
Yeah, specialties.
Yeah. I found Ronnie. I found once you write them in there, there is a table on page 102 that tells you the attribute that goes with it.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. They don't explain it very well because I'm like, where the hell are all these skills? They're not on the list. But yeah, they're much more niche.
And yeah, again, similar to Becky, where it says I've got skill art, which is it says art history or classical literature. I assume that's one of.
Yeah, I would say it was. Yeah, specialise.
Yeah.
So a thief, I suppose, it'd be art.
I'm going to say art history for that one. Yeah.
So you're nicking paintings then.
Well, you know, it's a thing. I mean,
in a mansion, it's your mansion's big enough to hide the paintings behind doors.
Well, I just want to be able to use the Al Pacino line from The Devil's Advocate, which I just think is one of the silliest, funniest lines ever put on film, where he refers to himself simply as I'm the hand up Mona Lisa's skirt, which I just think is just great. And it's just a throwaway line.
So now with your skills,
I'm surprised they don't see it coming. I'm the hand up Mona Lisa's skirt.
I think we might need to wait for everyone to catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still doing movement.
I'm ready for skills.
Yeah, same, because I'm stuck otherwise.
Well, I can give you your skills now then. Okay, so your skills, you have 30 points to spend on your skills.
Don't copy me.
30?
30, none higher than 4.
No higher than 4. All right. And if I got, let's say, the same skills given twice, but 2 different things. For example, the cobblestone and the boarding school both give me bull and athletics.
Yeah, you're going to get that once.
Okay. So I don't believe there's anything that comes up twice.
Has anyone else got little legs except me? They haven't, have they? This is why I'm taking the longest on movement, because I'm having to friggin' halve everything and then round it up.
No, I do not.
You're a hell of a big otter then.
So
I'm a human-sized otter. I'm agile,
Steve.
as in I'm skinny.
Each
beautiful.
Not chonky.
Each skill is also purchased at 1 point per skill level as well. So
does that include the specialties?
Yes.
There will just one. Okay.
But they come up later. No, they don't do that.
A question. One of my skills made a point of saying I was expert. What does that mean?
It means you're shit at it.
Expert. Let me see. Not come across that one.
It was a business.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one as well.
It was a what one? Sorry.
Business
It was
expert.
business. And
Okay.
it had,
Customer research was
let's see,
only
where
one.
was it?
Okay, so your the business, conversation, dance, etiquette, streetwise have a class modifier. The games master is free to apply it to any skill where it doesn't seem appropriate. Modifier itself increases of one of difficulty for each. So the modifier itself is an increase of one level of difficulty for every class step the adventurer is removed from the environment.
Fuck.
It wasn't to do with that. It was like business, and then in brackets it said expert. I'm just trying to find where it said that so I can point you to it.
Is it going to be in your
right.
vocation?
Okay, under industrialist, it was talents, expert, brackets business.
Blood.
Okay.
Blood.
There is a
Talent.
talent section later, yeah.
Blood.
What page is that, Becky?
Page 85.
85.
It's blood.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just reading the general description of skills. Because I want to know where I'm putting points. What? No.
Okay, let me see. I'm thinking that's a talent. Your expert is a talent.
I haven't watched this entire thing.
You're expert in business. So let me get the talents a second.
Because I also got the business skill from elsewhere.
I'm just going to there's a lot of skills here. Talents. What does it say talents was? Did I do that?
Hey, that's not fair.
Assign build skills. Assign skill points. I'm still going through magical skills.
So page
group
113
skills.
was about talent.
Talents. Yep, there, just there now.
Nearly there, yeah. Page 115, expert. You have to spark a genius for a particular skill. You may ignore the beginning skill cap.
Usually
as
4.
high as you like, up to 8.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Lucky.
Well, that means I have to be rubbish at something else.
You get some extra points to spend in a minute as well.
You could be really rubbish at farming, since you don't really do it anymore.
So there's no starting point for skills that we have. So if we don't put points, we get nothing. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Fuck me. Okay.
I thought you said that we started with 1 in the skills that we already got.
Attributes.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Right. So we just because I've just made a note of the skills that I've acquired rather than put any points in yet.
2, 4, 6,
Okay.
8,
I've done my skill points and ready for whatever the next step is.
I'm not ready.
Well, the next one is 113 is build points.
Well, I've kind of done those, so I will.
18,
So
20, 22,
go away. Talent support.
24,
Are you counting in Spanish?
28.
Oh,
Are you talking to me, mate?
Yeah.
Couldn't occur to you that maybe I'm counting in Italian?
Well, you said 24. That's the same.
Yes, but I don't know Spanish. No hablo
I thought you didn't know
español.
about
Lo
Spanish.
siento.
So okay,
I do
Becky,
apologize.
you get 20 build points.
What's it called?
Yes, I've read that. Just looking for what I can. Well, the things I can spend them on.
Talents cost 3 build points.
Axe.
Okay.
Okay. There's a
So
lot of reading to do here.
I'm filling the sheet with the points I bought, and in the meantime, I'm counting if I did my math correctly. Was it 30 points, right?
Yeah, 30 points.
30 points
That's
in
higher than
skills.
4. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Is
it's
that
definitely
only
quite
in the
low.
skills we had listed? We're not allowed, and we put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
There's
the
another
ones that were
section
listed.
coming up for everything else.
Okay.
First,
Yeah,
second,
that makes sense.
athletics, I put
30
2.
points. Nothing above a 4.
Yeah, no, I don't see him having that. So
Now,
Etiquette,
do shotguns exist?
it's a
Shotguns do
steam
exist.
game.
Yes.
What do I need for it? Oh, Weapon Master.
Weapon master / farmer.
Lol.
4. Oh fuck. What are magic abilities?
If you want to cast
Abilities
magic,
that are magical.
What do you mean by candy time?
I'm sorry, Jason.
I was saying abilities that are magical.
Yes, but where are they? Where do I
Sure.
put points for it? Is it in special abilities that I just have to
it's
write it
in, I
down?
believe it's in talents.
Talents.
You need to take certain talents to be able to cast spells.
Okay, but I got Gothicism for
Men.
the Alienist as a skill,
Okay,
and there's not in the skill
You'll find
box.
me.
that's going to be a speciality then.
Speciality.
Down it's the left-hand side of your skill sheet, just below the skills. I think your character sheet. I mean, sorry.
Oh, specialties. All right.
And I think Becky, there's that. If you want any more additional stuff.
I mean, I'm happy with just a shotgun, but
Okay.
I don't want another book. Good grief, no.
Oh,
Oh, hell no. Close.
Oh,
But it,
fuck me.
I'm trying to work out how to get skill with a shotgun.
Okay, yeah, you need some sort of marksman's skill, aren't you?
Well, I've taken Weapon Master shotgun, but I presume there's a base skill somewhere. I'm just trying to understand what it is in this game so that I can have some of it.
Okay, that's my 30 points spent.
Oh, Goeticism.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Science.
Oh yeah, there's blunt weapons, and then presumably there'll be another type of.
Looking for firearms now, actually.
Yeah, there
Improvised-
is firearms.
Here's
Yeah, firearms is a common skill.
to talk about it around page 172.
Well, it's on
but
it's in the table in 102.
172.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Oh, right. Sorry, 102.
Yeah. Well, that's the main table, but it's got it under common skills.
Firearms dexterity. So,
Yeah, dexterity.
So with the 20 points,
Let me
I
just
can
see.
just buy those skills,
wait,
yeah?
Nada.
Oh god,
Just
you're ahead of me.
see when I get to the end a second.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. So just to recap, if I'm not excessively dumb, Phil. As for the alienist skill set, I get conversation, Gothicism, clairvoyance, and science, which are all specialties, since I can find them in common skills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to see that.
Okay.
The guardian that I like.
So I'm done with the skills.
I'm a bit too far down the book here a second.
Yeah, slow down,
I've
you.
done it. It's fine. I've done it, and I have
I was
spent.
just about to find that.
I have 11 dice with a shotgun now.
Ooh.
Oh, plus my dex of 2.
Jesus.
Bro!
Gonna need more dice. I put the 4 skill points in. I took expert so I could go up to 8 skill points in it, and then I took spent the remainder of my 20 points on shotgun weapon master 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Are you sure you've got enough dice in there?
It's an area effect weapon. I don't even need that many.
so it's going to be a campaign full of knife fights and.
Well, good, because I'm not very physical. That'll really help.
Okay, dexterity plus wits plus perception.
Okay, and then I'll have
5, 7.
really good in.
Okay.
Is there anything else I really?
Health.
Oh yeah, a bit of concentration because resolve and shit. Okay, so
Quintessence is resolve.
I believe you have this, don't you, Giorgio? If you go to your this is in talents. So you pick this when you get to talents.
I am nearly there with skills, but I haven't done the extra 20 points thing yet.
Yeah, I have an idea of what I want to spend some of those points on, Phil, but I need to actually have a proper read at the magic system.
Okay.
So I can decide.
Oh, you're
which
doing
one I
magic?
wanna take.
Ew.
Well,
So
nothing. What I was thinking was just simple sort of illusion or things like confusion or sleep or something like that. Just simple tricks of the trade in case I get caught. Because quite frankly, as a gentleman thief, I don't want to kill people. I just want to confuse them and send them to sleep while I bugger off.
So if you don't, unless you take the correct talent, you cannot actually use your
Which
magic
is
skill.
why I want to have a proper look at the magic system before I take that. But that's part of the thing I want to look at. So I'm kind of at a that point where
you've got a couple of magic users and a couple of
well,
mechanical based
my
people.
Steampunk.
My magic use will be very sort of almost cantrip like. I mean, I'm not doing anything big. It's just going to be small little.
Yeah. Just deceiving tricks and sleight of hand and sort of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Stage magician with pizzazz, sort of deal.
Okay, and then
see, Becky, if you hadn't got a shotgun, if you had a pistol, you could have had double tap as a talent.
No, I'm a farmer.
Really?
I mean, a farmer.
Wait, I'm a farmer.
Farmer.
My farm is called Walled Corn Farm. And because I'm a revolutionary, we have set up a parliament in the tanning shed.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
You get it.
I'm sorry, Phil. How do talents work?
Okay, talents. You get 20 points, okay, as build points to spend on talents, privileges and assets. And the cost is there. Generally, things cost 3 build points, but certain things cost a little bit more, and it's noted there. So, for instance, Assassin's Lore cost 4 points.
Which page are we talking? On
we're talking.
PDF?
It starts on page 113.
113.
So, once your adventurer has chosen her association, breeding, attributes, background, and skills, she has 20 more build points to spend. These points represent other advantages the adventurer possesses, whether inborn talent, privileges, assets, or contacts. So you may purchase. You may purchase more skills actually as well.
Yeah.
So skills may be purchased, which is what Becky did, at a cost of 1 build point per skill rank, same as your skill buying effectively. But some of the talents are quite powerful. They're very useful.
I love the talents and complications in this system. Very cute.
We can't get more than 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want more points, you can always take a complication to get more points.
Yeah. More build points.
More build points. Build points are quite useful because you can still buy skills with them.
Yeah. Yeah, choose an entire list because
5.
I love this one.
Which one?
Feign death.
Feign death.
Yes.
Oh,
you can
God.
lower your heart rate and breathing so much a low level that a medicine roll to tell whether you're dead or not takes an 8 black dice penalty.
Oh, wow.
Could be useful.
Yes, I'm taking that. Don't give a shit.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so I'm taking the goticist also
Mhm.
that you
Yeah, makes sense.
wrote down. I should take also the clairvoyant since I have that too. I've spent point in it. I spent
Yeah.
points in it.
So let me see.
Yes.
Privileges. You could get an engineering license there, Jason, if you want to buy.
I already have that, I believe, as part of me thingy, or do I privileges?
Upper
Yeah,
middle class.
I already
you can
got it
buy.
from the bill package.
You can buy a knighthood. So obviously the Tories are in government.
A knighthood.
Yeah, knighthood, upper middle class, 5 points.
Well, I am upper middle class, so maybe I will. But I'm looking at talents, just finalizing those. I did have a couple of ideas. Direction sense, eidetic memory, time sense. But basically where it says you can't have 4, I'm assuming that's everything as well as like what you're given, with your bill package and stuff, right?
Yeah, you can buy 4 on top of that. I think, unless you want to, because you could buy different ones and not do your build package.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Unless you put points in it, you don't get to use it.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I think I'll do that then, because I mean, Greasy Thumbs did look sort of useful, but there's some more that suit him better.
You can be a peer for 10 points.
Yes.
Talents. All right. So.
And assets. Did you spend anything on assets, Becky?
No, I just got the bolt hole, which I'm calling my farm.
Okay.
Because, it's just too complex. I kept it simple.
Oh, question.
Oh,
the ones.
Sorry, no, you were first.
No.
I was just going to ask, is the shotgun an asset? Or is that just equipment?
That's equipment.
Yeah.
You'll buy that out of your starting cash. But I mean, I'm willing to have just without spending any money, anything you think your character would reasonably start with. For instance, Jason would have a set of tools.
Yeah, I'll have something. Yeah, my question is, there's only some talents that have points next to them, so how does it work if they don't have points next to them?
3.
They're always 3, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 3, not 4. I assume there were 4.
3 points to spend, yeah, unless it specifies otherwise. Because you see sometimes there will say upper 5, that means only upper class can have it.
Yeah.
Points. Upper middle 4, both have to buy it 4. Sometimes you'll see upper middle 1 or 2, so upper will be 1, middle will be 2, that sort of thing.
Okay. So I got 5 more points. That's a shit ton.
Yeah, it sort of all starts coming together at the end, doesn't it?
Now, Phil, with the shotguns, it says in the weapons section they're +2 accuracy. Is that 2 dice, or is that the number needed, or?
That'll be
not
+2 dice, I would imagine.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get some
you're not
more
worried about numbers. in the fact you're not adding numbers up as such. When you roll your sixes, you're looking for ones and sixes. Sixes explode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kaboom.
On the other side, on your black dice, it's sixes on there take away from your successes.
And what do the ones do? Do they?
They don't do anything. Just sixes on your black dice.
Okay. And is this when you're rolling? Are you looking for a total?
No, just how many ones and sixes you've got.
How many ones and sixes?
Don't add anything up like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a proper. I've just scanned it. I've not seen anything particularly that kind of grabs me. I'm gonna have to have a decent look, Phil. I'll have to get back to you with a character sheet.
Okay, that's fine. No, not a problem. I mean, there is a handsome cab there you can buy for 3 points, so you could have a cab on payroll you can get away in and stuff.
Do you want me to tell you what I took, Phil?
Phil,
I'll be interested to see what you've done. Yeah.
Okay, so as for the talents, I picked the whole 4 I could. So I got Goticist, Clairvoyant, Feign Death, and Eidetic Memory.
Oh, nice.
Oh, eidetic memory. It's amazing, isn't it?
As for the assets, I got the Medical Practitioner license.
Oh,
Since I'm an
yeah.
alienist, makes
Which you
sense.
need, yeah, it does, yeah.
And I spent the last 5 points in a library.
Oh, yeah.
That gives
That
me a
sounds good.
+2 on rolls, etc. And since I have an eidetic memory, that synergizes well.
That does seem to fit very well with your character, yeah.
Phil, just before I think about where I might put money, see the assets that are listed with the dilettante.
What page is that on? Sorry, if I can just whip back that quickly.
I can list them right now because I copy and pasted them. The assets are coach, fashionable city villa, income upper 5, and wardrobe. Do I get those do I have to pay for those or do I just get them?
Well, you can have them. That's what you would get for
Right. Who needs a handsome cab? I've got a fucking coach.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
guys.
guys. If you spend 15 points, you can have a fucking wyvern. If you're upper class, you can have a fucking wyvern.
Yes, you can.
No, the army, the British Army has Wyvern Lancers, actually.
Betty froze. She's thinking about it.
That's what a farm does now. They grow them. They breed Wyvern.
But you've got to ask.
£6.10 for the wyvern saddle and tack, though.
And you've got to ask with wyverns, does the cost scale up? Or does it just drag on?
That was bad. That was minus 2 points for
It's
Ronnie.
only got 2 legs.
Okay, so half
I
measures. I mean,
the package. Jesus Christ.
I has a question. Back on the build packages under assets, it sometimes says things like 8 left or 5 left. In my case, it's 5 left. Is that referring to build points? And if so,
which build package are you looking at? Sorry, Jason.
So engineer. It lists, like your assets, complications, and stuff, and then says underneath the assets 5 left.
Unused 5.
Sorry, unused 5. So is that extra build points on top of the 20, or is that what you're allowed to spend within the 20?
I've not noticed that before, to be quite honest. Let me have a quick look.
Oh, yeah. I think that's where just looking at that, the only thing I can think of is that's that takes precedent over everything else.
Yep, that's 4 points to an unused pool of points. It says that there. Each is built with 35 point options, 10 of which are gained. So you take that build package, you get those points left over to spend at the end.
Fantastic.
So if you're taking a build package.
Yeah. Okay, then.
So I would have 22 because 20 build points plus the 2 unused for dilettante.
Yes.
So
Okay.
okay,
that makes sense.
What did you take, Becky?
For what? Sorry.
For your build package.
I went for industrialist, which had no points left over.
That's right, it doesn't.
No, but the stuff in it is really good.
But do you not get stuff for
What did you have?
being human?
What build package did you take?
Who?
Georgia.
Oh, sorry, I was reading the talents my build package was giving me. Sorry, what was you saying?
What was your build package? What do you take?
I took the professional one.
Oh, you get an extra 2 points then.
To what?
To spend at the end.
Ooh. I'm writing them down. 2 extra points. Yeah, I was just checking what do the talents that I get for the build package do to me, and they're kind of cool.
Yeah, I've
it
got a
sucks
hell of
to have an expertise that I don't want to spend points in.
I don't know how you feel character gen's gone, but I hope you've got some interesting characters you're looking forward to.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I've as I say, I've got to get I'll get back into the because I've got to have a proper read of the magic books. If I don't see anything, I won't take it. I won't take magic, and I'll just because I can get I can take a certain amount because I'm Eldrin.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, I can't take that one anyway because I'm the wrong class. Right then, that makes more sense.
And I'll work out extra packages. There's probably going to be a few more bits on skills.
The street, the street.
Yeah, like I say, the privileges and assets and stuff at the end are talents are really good, Ronnie. So
yeah,
worth looking at that.
13,
and that's where I got 2 more extra points to spend.
In that section, you can do anything. You can even buy new skills with that if you wanted to. So,
I kind of want the one skill I kind of want to take a couple of points in, which I will use some of my build points in as firearms.
That's what I do then.
Because I've got a little bit in sword play and a little bit in fisticuffs, but I'd like to have a little bit in firearms.
I think that's not bad for your character because your character should have a bit of flair and a bit of
daring. Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's a firearm from my character should be a weapon of last resort. He wants to be the dude. Marcus of Queensville rules, dear boy.
I'm trying to work out where I got these 3 contacts from. I think
you could buy them at the build stage.
Yeah, I know. I think I might have got it as possibly as part of my vocation.
You might have
something like that.
As a conductor, yeah.
I think. Let me just go back and find out. But yeah, so far I've got talents of direction sense, eidetic memory, greasy thumbs, and time sense. Assets I'm still working on. Privileges are ear of the street and warrant card, because that's totally him. I've got a complication of dependence, which I need to make a note of.
Okay, so is it going to be your family or?
Yeah, I think I'll have. Well, I don't know if I'll still have a wife. I wonder if they might have divorced me by now, because let's be honest. But a child, definitely a child. And I've got another couple of ideas. Like, I liked the idea of hard of hearing, because he's been working on the trains for all his life. So
yeah, makes sense.
Stubborn is also a complication, but he's kind of stubborn anyway because he's a dwarf and he has like really high, well, not really high resolve, but that kind of comes with it. So I'm not sure where to take that yet, but hard of hearing is pretty good.
I do. Oh, you go. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, to make up for that, I've still got a really high perception, with the eyes, of course, rather than hearing, and his time sense kind of makes up for the fact he can't hear so well.
I do have to take an artistic complication without getting the points for it.
Oh.
For being an Eldrin, so I will. It will be something. It's the downside. We can go a little. We can go a little insane because of our artistic passion.
Personality.
That just reminds me of that Key and Peele sketch. I apologize for the behavior of my passion.
We could. It depends on the complication. I think, given that I'm interested in art, it's portraits and so on, rather than books or something. I'll probably take a complication in line with that. Probably,
Oh,
I wonder who's responsible for these string of art thefts. Could it be the guy drooling over the picture, the Monet that's sitting in the corner there?
I was going to say either that, or you could be a bit like that woman who utterly defaced that famous picture of Jesus and just made it look really awful. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah.
I can make a better picture than Picasso.
I didn't realize Becky was so keen to be Cornish, but
I mean, it's kind of in the name of her farm. Walled corn.
Yeah. Well, apparently she's a Cornish champagne socialist.
Right. I think I'm definitely going to be blackmailed into the cobblestones.
Giorgio, you've missed your childhood experience, which would have given you a load of extra skills.
Oops.
Sorry?
You've missed your childhood experience section, which would give you more skills, access to more skills.
No. I took the boarding school, but I got 30 points.
It just wasn't written on your character sheet.
Oh, no.
So I missed it.
Okay,
are you already correcting my homework?
I didn't realize
No, I thought you
reading.
missed it. You see, I was looking at your character.
Okay.
Jesus.
You've got to produce 10 new characters now by the end of next week.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm still not quite done yet.
You have to produce 10 different characters for next week using 10 different systems.
So this is all looking very interesting so far.
Personality, I don't know.
Well, I've got the name of my character.
Okay.
That's very important.
Oh, absolutely.
I came up with the most Cornish name I could think of, Mrs. Roscar.
Not Mother Hubbard.
Like, Cornish names are almost always Ross something or Car something. So I put them both together.
Roscar.
Roscar.
Yeah. Actually, there was a guy in my year at secondary school, and I'm going to take his name. He's now a dentist, and he has a wonderful, perfect name for this. Nathaniel Chamberlain.
Oh, yeah.
The most perfect names I've ever come across, there are two. An undertaker called Mr. Diaz.
Okay, he told me that.
Yes, a life insurance salesman called Mr. Deadman.
Amazing.
Real people I've met in my life.
Oh. What I want to know is when this Nathaniel guy is at work, is there any point where someone says, call the Chamberlain because of the next
Well,
patient?
Here's the thing about that particular guy. When he was at school with me, he was the lead singer of a school rock band.
Oh God!
Oh,
They actually wrote their own songs. The band was called Azrael. They actually did a demo at one point. Can't find it now. Obviously, it was just a little demo. I would love to find it. I did buy it at the time, and I wish I could find it again because it'd almost be worth going to see the dentist. Because apparently he's one of those dentists who lets you pick the music. And I'd love to put
You realise he was named after Gargamel's cat?
Yeah.
Smurfs.
I think he was born before Gargamel's cat.
Oh.
I don't know. Smurfs.
Oh, that's where I've got the contacts from. All adventurers get one contact plus one for each point of presence free.
oh, okay, there you go.
Fuck.
Right.
Maybe 81 for the Smurfs.
Yeah, he was born in
Presence.
71.
Okay.
So it's me.
I just get one.
But at school, they would have been current. They would have just come out.
Contacts. Where are the contacts?
Yes, that's very true. No, Azrael was actually an angel.
Wasn't
Right.
the angel of death Azrael?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, but
Oh,
I prefer to think of it as Gargamel's cat from the
Smurfs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we ignore all the Christian mythology. and go
speaking
straight to
of cats.
Smurfs.
Speaking of, just a second.
So, are you okay with your characters? I think it's looking. Becky's is looking good. I mean, yours is sounding good, Johnny.
Yeah, as soon as I've got it all, as I say, I'll work on that during the week. And,
I mean, the magic is always a little bit new. Magic systems are always a little bit strange.
Well, it's not. It's just making sure I've got the right, that has the right spells that fit with the kind of character I want to make.
Oh,
Oh,
wow!
oh,
Baby. Lilith,
yeah,
say hello.
Oh,
yeah. He's having none of it.
I just wanted to present her to you.
Oh,
The new addition to the family.
Wish I could present Medusa to you, but that is just not viable.
I heard Becky making noises. Like,
Yeah, just a sec.
Yes. Your show was showing us his pussy.
oh, awesome.
nice looking cat, actually.
Yes, of course. That's where I got the 3 contacts from. Okay.
so yeah, as soon as I've got
Another kitty. No, hello.
I am death, for my name is Cuddles.
Speaking of cats and Bible, she's named Lilith.
Oh,
Yes.
not Cigarette Lil.
No. The storm demon.
there's a reference.
Yes. All right.
What, Lilith or Cigarette Lil?
Cigarette Lil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Most people trying to figure
No,
out.
Georgia wasn't in that campaign, but for the others, they have been marked permanently in their mind by that character. An NPC who was killed so hard by being fucked into next week. And by fucked into next week, I mean she turned up in the next episode despite having been killed by fucking being fucked into next week. They hit her with a dildo fired from a makeshift mortar.
Yeah, we did that.
And she
Let-
turned
let-
up the
let
following
me-
week because she was fucked into next week.
Let me think. Is that corporation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
I can sum up the entire campaign with one sentence. Becky ran it.
Yeah,
It was
keep hearing
fun
anecdotes about this campaign.
I am well aware of that, but yeah, that corporation game was fun. The makeshift.
Yeah, I can tell because every time we speak about corporation, you have another anecdote to add to the previous ones.
It was every week,
and they're all hilarious, and it's always different than the other before.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Georgia. We could come up with like 10 different anecdotes about a corporation game per session.
Per session.
It was highly entertaining. It
I
was
can
great
tell,
fun,
I can
actually.
tell.
But it was fun.
So I'm going to run corporation after this. No, straight up. That's the next game.
Is it corporation? Oh
It
my
is.
god!
I had a rough idea for one a while back, and I think I can still remember some of it.
That's
If
never
you like
stopped you
that, I'm
before.
all up for it.
Right.
I'm sorry, Joshua, I missed that.
If you feel like keeping DMing another season of corporation, I'm all up for it.
Let's see if you make the entry criteria. Are you alive?
Yes.
Well, we'll fix that.
No, you need to lose your corporation virginity, mate.
Are you okay with X-rated material?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It's not really X-rated, though.
Double
Let's be
X-rated?
honest.
We don't know
It's
what the next one
fucking
is.
triple X-rated.
Triple
I was going to go
X-rated.
out the X's.
Is it Peggy 13 or Peggy 6?
Does the following sentence offend you? A woman's abdomen lands in your face. The minge is crusty with dandruff. The aged wrinkles of her body have manifest in the flaps as they engorge your face.
That does not offend me.
Becky.
It disgusts me a little bit.
Becky,
Welcome
you
to join.
said that we would never speak of that again. Ever. I still have nightmares of Kylie Minogue's minge. It's just not
500-year-old Kylie Minogue's minge.
With dandruff. Don't forget the dandruff.
It's,
I can't believe I ate a pie while you described that. That was a struggle.
You've just put
Right,
all these
I've
mental walls now.
out of
I've got
disgust or because you
15
were
build
worried about
points
choking with
left.
laughter.
Yeah. No, you can totally join. That's cool. It might not be quite like that, though, because I wasn't going to do security guards.
Because the first season was a game within a game.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
wrong.
Becky, I have told many people at Settlers and other ways, I have told them of the fact that we played the Boston Tea Party thing. It was 11 or 12 sessions. We averaged 1 billion deaths per session, and most of those were by accident.
Yeah, to be, I don't think we had a choice over the deaths. It's just
96% of those deaths were completely not our fault.
Yes, they were. You rolled the dice.
yeah.
What does this button do? Oh, it destroys Australia.
No, we never destroyed Australia. You chased the Sydney Opera House in a kangaroo city to
Yes.
India, which you did destroy.
No, we went to the Sydney Opera House, which was actually a spaceship run by surfer dudes.
Yeah.
Bodacious.
Bodacious, and we pressed the button that we thought was for the engines, and it was actually for the laser cannon. And we blew the fuck out of Australia, and it landed perfectly, so the kangaroo could hop all its way to India.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
How does that make any kind of fucking sense in any other context?
You gotta just
any
embrace it,
You've
mate.
just gotta,
Yeah,
you've just gotta run with it. Just
Yeah.
leave any sense at the door and just go with it.
Because you know that's not the most insane thing that happened.
Nope,
Yep.
nope. It wasn't even close to the most insane thing that happened in that campaign.
Fuck it. I'll take a knighthood.
That felt like a crossover moment. That felt like corporation.
I know. That was the idea. That was the idea. Right, I've still got 10 build points.
You're Eurasian Incorporated, clearly.
You're going to take a knighthood.
Yeah, I'm taking a knighthood.
So obviously there's equipment list there if you want to equip your character with anything reasonable that it can have. You can do that without spending any of your starting cash. You can just equip your character with anything they should reasonably start with.
Yeah, I'm upper class. I'm going to be reasonably equipped with lots of things.
Yeah. Becky's going to have like 2 dozen.
What page is the
crates of
equipment?
shells.
If you have it.
You'll get my character by the end of the week. So,
yeah, no worries.
Nathaniel Chamberlain, known by the constabulary by his thief moniker, the Wraith.
I can totally see my character being really good at haggling because he's a massive thrifty. Like, he wants to get things on the cheap where he can. You know, cutting out all the coupons in the newspaper sort of thing. He's going to be one of those.
I just added a riding horse to my character. That'll probably do.
The riding horse.
In addition to the shotgun, yeah.
Here, we should be going. We should be going here. Like half off on bread. Yes, that's because the bread is 2 weeks old. Doesn't matter. It's cheap. Damn it.
Do you want us to be tracking ammo, or do we not care? Only what's in the gun.
I don't really care.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a question, Phil. As for the goticist, it tells that I'm not choosing the magic. The DM is.
It does say that. It does, yes.
Yes. So I got 2 points in that.
Okay.
Do you want to let me know later on?
I'll have a look through, and I'll pass something on to you.
All right. Cheers.
Probably Thursday. I'll probably get around to doing that. No, because I've got
also. As for the weapons, are we able to get, for example, a melee weapon without any sword skill or anything like that, or we can get them but we won't be able to use it?
You'll need to buy a skill in it, or you won't be able to use it. That's the trouble.
Okay. So I'm not taking weapons.
If it's improvised weapons, presumably it's just whatever is available rather than.
You could do that.
I got.
Obviously, if you want to go for your clockwork chainsaw arm, then you're going to have to.
Yeah, no. I was thinking more of like a little truncheon or blackjack sort of thing for me.
Yeah. You could have a pocket knife or something like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of the sword cane.
Yeah.
That I saw.
Yeah, you probably have to take a skill for that.
I can guarantee you that one of my items will be a sword cane.
Well, yeah.
There's meat cleaver.
doesn't really fit with my my upper class potential.
You want to go for cricket bat then, Ronnie?
Don't underestimate the a bit of cedarwood.
I should probably get a
Sword canes, 2 foot long, small sword concealed within a walking cane.
Yeah, I'm
Something
getting
in-
brass knuckles.
In fact,
Nice.
if indeed I was going to have, my regulation cricket uniform still, I could always, as an improvised weapon, take a leaf out of my book from the Cthulhu game, and put 2 or 3 cricket balls into a sock, and use that as a kosh.
Oh, look at that. A volcanic gun.
Just so I can turn around and say, "How's that?"
A volcanic gun.
2 American invocation Japanese firearms produced by the Volcanic Repeating Arms Company. The first is a rocket ball ammunition, which places the powder within the metallic cartridge. When fired, the entire cartridge is blown out, making this an example of a caseless ammunition.
Ooh.
Page 146.
146.
Eldritch Pepperbox pistol.
Extra fate points during. That's what I was looking
Rifle cane.
A rifle cane.
Keg of gunpowder.
Just what you carry in your pocket at all times.
I think
What
I
do
need
you
a
carry?
rifle
Oh,
cane.
I have a few pounds in my wallet. What do you have? I have a keg of gunpowder.
That,
Having a blast.
that is not the right page. Here we go. 186.
Yeah, so you have to, just a note, you have to spend your quintessence points when you cast magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Complications wise, I have gone for hard of hearing, dependence, which is a child or children, and also the perfectionist personality flaw.
Ooh. You can be really difficult, aren't you?
Absolutely. I'm a massive anal git. The trains must run on time.
That sounds great. I like that.
Yeah, cool.
Shall we? That train departed the station 20 seconds late. That is simply unacceptable.
That is literally me.
20 seconds late, and it pulled out at a slower speed than it is absolutely optimum to have.
Correct.
It means that you may not make the next stop you may be 2 minutes late at the next stop. This is unacceptable. And an entire generation of train spotters were born, complete with nasal.
Oh, it has to be
accent.
nasal. Has to be nasal.
Oh, that's really cheap, isn't it? For a 4-bore elephant gun, £15.
Fucking hell.
One thing you've
16 damage dice.
One thing you've not covered yet, Phil, is the celestial engine.
Celestial engine. Okay. Now, I'll just whip back to there's a table there, I believe. Right back when we talk about skills and.
Yep, it is page 134.
134 is it? Okay. Thank you. Oh, I'm not. 134. I didn't get that.
Yeah, the celestial engine was the final section on page 134.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the table there for a second. 1, 2, 4. Yes. Okay. So Yeah, the world of Victoriana is trapped between these two opposing forces, entropy and order. So your character goes towards one or the other. Magic tends to be more towards entropy, and engineering and the more modern skills tend to be more towards order. Okay, so back on page. We were.
It was the subspecies page.
It was the subspecies page. It was, wasn't it? There we are. Gone past it. 42 presence. There we go. So this is page 94. This is your cog. So dwarves are one towards order.
Obviously.
Humans are in harmony, so you're in the middle. Eldrin are two towards entropy. And
Really?
beast folk are one towards entropy. Now that's where you currently sit on the celestial cog.
There's also a thing going back to page 134. It says things like if someone is a goeticist, then you move one cog closer to order, and a couple of other things like clairvoyance and stuff, but they're very, very specific.
Yeah.
Oh yes, so you're right. Yeah.
What page is it again?
134. I'm just wondering if it applies to Giorgio's character.
Cogs and wheels. Okay, so cogs and wheels 182. Let me look at 182 a second. Oh, there's an illness table. Who fancies cholera?
No, thank you.
Fancy's what?
Cholera.
No. We're fresh out.
Will you focus, GM?
Sorry.
I'm also bumping it one more up to order 2, by the way.
Okay. Also, if you want to, the drinking table on page 180 is quite good as well. For how much you drink and how drunk you are.
I drink carbonated water.
Ooh, that's carbonated. That's daring. Bit of a rebel as well, then.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Celestial engine.
Now, I drink tap water that's heated. That is exactly 17 degrees centigrade.
Maybe I'll have a single tankard then, like once a month or something.
You have carbonated water. Give it load to go flat. And
yeah.
Yeah. As for the celestial engine,
yes,
it says that if I am a clairvoyant, I have a bump towards entropy. If I'm a goticist, I got one towards order. What if I'm both?
Well, they even each other out, but you're one towards entropy anyway because you're a beast man. So you end up at one towards entropy.
One towards entropy. All right.
Cancel out.
Jesus.
No, I'm looking forward to playing this.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I remember. No. In all honesty, I remember when it first came out. The first edition came out around about the same time that Falkenstein did, and it was a coin toss as to which one I was gonna buy, and I ended up with Falkenstein. And I don't regret it, obviously, but I always wanted to have a look at. Always wanted to play Victoriana.
Well, hopefully you enjoy this. I'm quite liking the characters you've got, so I think it's going to be an interesting group.
I wanted to appeal to your sense of national pride so you don't kill me.
I won't kill you. You might kill
Just
yourself,
yet.
but I won't kill you.
Just yet.
Taking the piss out of Cornwall from the moment the game starts. You
Oh.
realise that?
Well,
There's
you
quite
might
a lot
kill
of names for coins I've just spotted.
Right.
Guineas,
Um,
pounds, half crowns, florins,
Oh yeah, there's lots of names for coins.
bobs.
yeah, just remember it's 240 pennies to the British pound.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, just to make it
well,
easy.
It's 12.
I love
It's
those
12
high
pence.
compound numbers.
It's 12 pence to the. It's 12 pence to the shilling, 20 shillings to the pound, and a guinea, if I remember, is £1 1 shilling.
I think you're telling your age, the three of you.
No, I'm telling nearly 30 years of running Falkenstein.
I don't get the old currency at all, but hopefully I wasn't telling my age, young man. But I do know 200. The reason it was 240 is because it's a highly compound number, which means it's incredibly divisible.
And as it says
So
in
if
the
you've got
book,
to
it's
split
based,
it 3 ways or 5 ways, it's easy to do.
it's based on a Roman numbering
Yeah.
system as well, isn't it? That's why it's an L.
Yeah, for the pound sign, for the L for Librum.
And the pence is a D for
Yeah,
denarii.
denarii. Yeah. Which I found out not at school actually, but from 4th edition Pendragon.
It's in this book as well. It is in this book as well. I will look more into the celestial cog and get back to you on that.
For those who watch this either live or later on, yes, role-playing games are not only good fun, they can be educational too.
Yes.
You can find out just how many pieces Australia can get blown into.
There's no point trying to talk to an audience. No one will have continued past the description of Kylie Minogue's vagina.
We've still got one viewer.
What?
Yes.
We've had one
There you
viewer.
go.
Brave person.
I'm
There you
assuming
go.
it's Steve, but
I mean,
yet
admittedly,
to
I
say
didn't go
anything.
as far as describing her crusted,
And let's not.
crusted hairy
Run
labia
away.
enveloping your mouth.
I can't promise anything to quite that standard in this campaign.
Oh, then I'm not playing.
That'll be refreshing.
I have a couple more questions.
Okay.
So for the middle class build package, under assets, it gives the amount of pounds you start off with, which I've done.
Yeah.
But it also says begin each adventure with wands in pockets, in addition to asset
One
income.
shilling.
Oh, it's literally a shilling, right? So
Not
just
ones.
1 shilling.
Lots of £1 notes. No,
Right. So therefore the amount of pounds you get, that's the assets, not your cash in hand.
Mm.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense. So I have a single shilling.
Well, you say single shilling, but that would go a long way.
Mm.
Yes. Well, asset wise, I have £36.
Yeah, that's tied up
That'll go a long way.
Yeah.
I know that.
I mean, people were only getting shillings a week.
Indeed. What's the other question I had?
So, you've got equivalent of a week's pay for someone in your pocket.
Yes. Oh, it wasn't a question. It just to make you aware of some of my special abilities. So I have got, because I'm a dwarf, it's 1 difficulty harder to persuade me. And also in the same way, I've got some resistance to mind magic. So there's a penalty to 1 success, apparently.
Okay. So you're resistant to Giorgio's magic.
Well, I'm telling you, so presumably NPCs, but yes, I'm very similar. Also, because of my railroad experience, I think that's what it is, I understand semaphore and semaphore symbols and shit.
That's fair enough. You work on signals and things,
Yeah. It would be quite funny though. Yeah. It'd be quite funny if I took the complication of seasickness, which I nearly did, just for lols.
But you've gone hard of hearing instead.
I can send this highly important message in a minute.
Well, no, it was more because he's worked on the land, underground, for example, not on the sea.
So when we
But
do
I won't
play,
go for that.
when you roll your handful of sixes, if you get 3 successes, that's considered a good pass, a good success. 2 successes is just a normal success. Then a partial success is a 1, so it could be complications with that. Just
Okay.
about manage.
I have a question though. When you're rolling the dice, you said we're looking out for 6 and 1s. Are they both successes or are 1s bad?
No, both successes.
Both successes.
But
Six
Okay.
explode.
But 6s explode.
So if I get a 1 or a 6 on the explode, that's an additional success.
Yes,
And I keep going. Okay.
and you keep going.
Just for sixes.
Then once you roll your successes, you roll your complication dice, your black dice, and you're looking for 6s there, and they take away successes.
Okay.
Well,
the
presumably
1s
you're
don't
not
matter.
looking for sixes,
Okay.
you mean? You don't
Well,
want
yeah,
sixes.
You don't want 6s. Well, you don't want them. So your dice pool could get quite big quite quick, to be quite honest.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need
Suddenly-
more dice on my shotgun because
Suddenly
there's
I'm-
not always
I-
a complete success.
How many dice are you putting in your shotgun again?
With shotgun, I get
11.
No, 13 because there's 2 for the gun.
This is like fucking Super Priest all over again.
No, the difference with Super Priest was I literally at points was only rolling to see whether I fumbled.
Mm.
I was succeeding at certain skills unless I rolled a fumble.
Oh, I do have another question.
Okay.
On the character sheets, there is notoriety and propriety.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word, propriety. Do we start off with anything specific, or
You
is
don't
it
start off very specific at the moment. You're going to gain notoriety depending on what you do, obviously.
I would assume that would happen given we're in the cobblestones.
Do Kylie Minogue's mint and you will be notorious.
I would like to have a pleasant evening's slumber.
Yes, Becky.
I don't know if the 1850s are ready for it.
No,
They're
no.
ready for Kylie Minogue, frankly.
No.
Yes. So.
She should be so lucky. Oh, come on, that was so so obvious. It almost wasn't worth my time saying it. But I do it so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll gain notoriety and propriety. You'll get that at the end of successful missions.
Okie dokie.
You just can't get her out of your head, can you, Ronnie?
Nah.
This has been going on for years now.
Yep.
We're doomed to live with this forever.
Yeah.
The image keeps coming on at me. Slow.
Okay. And then
Sorry.
Wasn't
Everybody
there a
happy?
lice riddled Jason Donovan cock at one point as well?
Yes, but thankfully I went nowhere near that.
I'm not going to mention that. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
So is everybody happy?
Yeah.
I might have.
Once I've sorted out if I'm doing magic at all, and then I'll be able to.
I might have one more question.
Yeah. Okay. Far away.
Well, actually, I've not done like all my equipment and stuff. I'll do that in a bit. But I was just wondering about things like how marvels worked.
How marvels worked?
Yeah, because it mentioned that a couple of times in certain engineering skills and stuff or talents. And just looking at page 197, it says that adventure creation marvels may be purchased at their build costs, and after adventure creation marvels must be built. So presumably they're kind of like crafted gadgets, right?
Yeah, that's when you craft something special, like a steam-powered chainsaw or something.
Okay. Well, I've not done any personally, but something to bear in mind for the future. Because I probably will craft something later.
Yes, I imagine you could craft something for the mission you're on.
Yeah.
See, the idea of wielding a steam-powered chainsaw does appeal, but I don't think it's right for my character.
The teeth are too imperfect on the chainsaw.
Well, you see, that's you know. Plus, I've got a feeling if I was using said implement to try and open a safe, it might be heard.
I've also marked my personality on my character sheet as anal.
Excellent.
Look at
Also,
why?
During the game, you'll earn experience points, which you'll be able to spend on raising skills and things as well. So,
nice. I need to think of a name now.
Yeah, I'm taking more time to read the magic part.
Yeah.
Since I'd be able to get some clairvoyant abilities. But other than that, I got 2 points in clairvoyant and 2 points in goaticist. So
yeah, he's decent a lot of magic actually.
Oh
but
God!
Again,
there's chasers in this system.
no, there are not. They are not. I refuse.
Yeah, for Eldrins, it says all Eldrin adventurers gain 1 clairvoyant or 1 spiritual ability for free. They get no points in the appropriate skill, but may put points in the skill without buying the talent. However, they have to buy the talent if they want more than one other one.
So the picture I just posted is a screenshot from a video where somebody mathematically calculated the maximum number of chainsaws that a person could wield at once via juggling, involving throwing them hard enough to go through Earth's orbit. So, if you juggled them at 11,000 kilometers a second, they would come around the planet.
Of course.
And if you stack the chainsaws appropriately, you should get a density of or a throughput of 55,390 chainsaws a second, which gives you 1.215 by 10 to the power of 12 chainsaws. Sorry, just when chainsaws came up, it just reminded me of this video I saw earlier that somebody had. Each chainsaw apparently takes 335.6 hours to orbit the Earth.
By which time the encounter might well be finished.
You see, the thing about this kind of videos is that people don't have anything to do, and they do this. If I got time on my hands, I just...
You should see what this video goes on, and I know some of you won't get this, but what the guy did is he wrote a hard drive that used ping packets. He packed data into the ping.
Huh.
So when you send a ping out to a server, it responds with the ping message, yeah? He wrote a hard drive using that, so he'd send packets out to servers and then get them back and then resend them so that he wasn't storing the data locally.
Nice.
And he actually did the work. It stored I think it was like a half megabyte text file, and it came back with just one tiny bit of corruption.
Yes.
I haven't finished watching this video yet. It's insane. I'll send you the link. I'll put it in. It's like for I think Giorgio being in IT might enjoy it, but
Being an annoyed teen. Did you said annoyed teen?
in IT.
Oh, in IT, okay. No,
I
I'm not
heard the
in
same,
IT though.
Giorgio.
I wish I was. I'm not in IT.
Oh, I thought you worked in technical support, didn't you?
No.
No.
Kinda,
Oh,
but not.
oh okay. Sorry.
No, don't worry. Also, I'm getting a promotion soon, so I'm changing work
Excellent.
completely.
Nice.
Well
Yeah,
done. Congratulations.
not pay bump though, but still.
Oh, one of those promotions.
Yes.
As long as
more
it's
work.
official. Because they did it to Jason where they didn't make it official, so he did the work of a suit.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
even get to put it on his CV.
No. Well, I do
No,
anyway, but,
this
yeah.
will be official because they perfected my contract and the new occupation is listed as my qualification instead of the previous one. So I got that going, which is nice.
So then you just need to stay for a year and then change jobs, and then boom, pay rise.
Yeah, we'll see.
So if anyone has any other questions over the next week, give me a shout.
Well done.
Yeah,
We'll
sure.
get it sorted out.
Yes.
And I think we're done.
And I expect a text from you with the goat assist
Yes.
stuff, etc.
I just hear it as goat assist.
Goat.
Like you're ramming doors open with a goat or something, or throwing goats at people.
I prefer more the goth assist.
I'm
That
definitely hearing
Jason
it as
one.
goat. So I
Goat.
think there's a goat behind
goat
you, and it
assist.
helps you out.
Goat assist. Bah.
Yeah, it's like driving assistance, but it's a goat.
Can I have a pet goat that casts spells on my behalf?
You can get pets in this, apparently.
We can't.
You can.
You can.
Okay, I want a goat. I'm an Emmett Merlin. And
So-
I'll make it as is doing all the spells, and I'm just chilling. So I have like a magic goat.
Magic goat.
Yes,
So
Merlin.
you're chilling and he's gruff.
Don't get it. I'm sorry. If there was a joke, I'm not getting it.
Most people don't.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us
Done there.
meeting up with our
Yes.
questions and
No, it was good. I
Buffoonery.
enjoyed it. I think it's gone quite well. It's got some really interesting characters coming.
if you want to have a look at my character sheet and let me know if I made some, I did some arithmetics wrong or picked stuff that it's not right for me to pick. Please let me know.
Okay, I've got it. You sent it through, so I'll have a look. Mr. McCormack.
Yes, Archibald.
I still haven't got a name.
It's all right.
John
I've got a week.
Smith. How about John Smith?
I'm not going for John Smith.
Yes. Yeah.
You could.
It's a good, solid name.
I'm going to go for
It's
Paul
a weak
Jones.
bitter.
Poor Joe.
Papa Jones.
I don't particularly like the beer much, John Smith.
How about
Ugh, no.
John Doe?
John Doe
Consistent name.
or Joe Blogs.
You want something that fits your character, don't you?
Yeah,
Fat
very
controller.
lawful. No.
You could call
Station
him
Master.
Thomas.
Connors.
Thomas Connors.
Yeah, because no, not Thomas Connors. It's just the way you were talking earlier reminded me of Sean.
I wasn't sounding anything like Sean.
I went through.
He's not very nasal.
No, you're right, he isn't.
Anyway,
it's more like
Sean isn't too.
softly.
Sean isn't the right sort of name. It's not middle class enough.
Kevin.
Rupert.
Thomas.
Keith, or Keith or Thomas. I'll have a think.
Rupert.
Thomas the tank
Sure,
engineer.
No, I will have a. I will have a think, and I should probably end the broadcast at this point.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
No,
See you next week for
Bye.
session
Oh,
one.
crikey, I
Yeah.
forgot
Of
we were
course.
actually streaming this.